Yo, what's up, you guys? It is Monday, July 28th, and we are back with another TnS Daily review. So, really quick before I get into the 9:30 trades and all that, I do want to talk about how we are actually in a massive new week opening gap to start off the session, and that also means that we have to remember our rule about the new week opening gaps. You're not supposed to take TnS trades within them, of course, until you actually get real price action. So, for example, this would be the highest high that overlaps with the new WOG. However, since it cuts directly into the new WOG, that's invalid. So that's against the rules. But for example, something like this trade up here, if I turn on the TnS indicator, you can see it shows up because it's a valid short. It's within the new week opening gap. However, it from this low, it directly cuts into an FVG. It doesn't touch the new WOG. Of course, it's within the new WOG, but it doesn't touch it. This high that overlaps goes directly to the new week opening gap. Once again, that's what this purple box is. It's the new week opening gap. So even though technically speaking it did play out, if you forgot about the rule, technically speaking it did play out, but it's against our rules. So had to get that out of the way. So we're going to remove that. Now, jumping into our actual 9:30 trade, we had one short here, version 2 short. You would short here, but actually if you zoom in closely, you could see it actually missed the entry, by like one tick there. So it hasn't been tagged in yet. So we get about here at 9:45. It did get tagged in. You short there. 35-point stop, and the TP is down here because the first candle tapped the FEG was that one. And it did hit TP. It took a while, but it got TP for 40 points. So trade number one is going to be a win for both for 40 points. All right, now just to show you that it did win, you can see the TP is down there. Remove that. Took a while, but it did get TP, and you actually could have held a runner there. Could have got maybe 2R out of it, almost. Now, as that one got TP, it created a plus short, but this time only for TnS version 1. If you switch this to version 2, version 2 does not take this. As you can see, it's nothing there. And once again, it's version 1. It's a version 1 short because it's a bearish candle that overlaps with the bearish FEG, which means, it's version 1. Unfortunately, though, after quite some time, this one did fail. Actually, not after quite some time, it just failed. It just straight up failed here. So you can see it did get stopped out there basically to the tick, and then it finally dropped down. Never hit the TP, but it did get stopped there. So trade number 2 is going to be a loss for version 1 only. TnS version 2 does not take this trade, so it's only going to be a loss for version 1 once again. Okay, so let me back up to when that one actually got stopped out so we can double check and see that there is no other setup. So once again, this short for version 1 basically got stopped right there. So you can see there is no other TnS setups for the rest of the day. Just fast forwarding here until we get, oh, actually we did have a setup. But this one was actually, yeah, past our time. I thought so. So yeah, this one gets formed at 4 o'clock, which is past our time. And so yeah, these would be our final stats for today. Let's tally it up and get our final results. All right, so these would be our final stats for today. TnS version 1 with 0.1 R on the day. It's 5 points, and that's with 1 win and 1 loss. TnS version 2 with 1.1 R on the day, and that's with 40 points, 1 win and 0 losses. So pretty slow day. Really only one setup for version 2, 2 setups for version 1. But unfortunately, 1 win, 1 loss kind of cancel each other out there. Basically a break-even day for TnS version 1. But at least version 2, finished day green. But yeah, guys, it's going to wrap it up for this daily review. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.